Welcome back to the Kosi Arsenal channel. My name is Kosi. Welcome back to a brand new video. Arsenal have booked medicals for their first signing of the summer, and we are discussing Martin Zubimendi shirt numbers as the player has a preferred shirt number that is not available at Arsenal, which is shirt number 4 and shirt number 18. So what shirt number will Martin Zubimendi be putting on at Arsenal? We're going to be discussing that. We have a massive change in terms of shirt numbers. David Dreyer and Ethan Nwaneri next season will be wearing different squad numbers, and also a massive injury update on Kai Havertz, on Jalen Timber, on Jorginho, and also Declan Rice. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel as well. Which shirt number do you think we are going to be seeing Martin Zubimendi wearing next campaign? And which shirt number do you want him to put on? I mean, I was surprised when Partey got the 5 because, like, you know, a defensive midfielder putting on a 5, but I really like Partey in that shirt number 5, and I really like Declan Rice in the 41. So which shirt number do you want Zubimendi to put on? First and foremost, I want to confirm this, that medicals for Martin Zubimendi will be happening in the first 10 days of the transfer window. These have been booked. At the end of the season, he's going to be all Arsenal. He's going to be focused on all joining Arsenal before going on to his international, not international break, but, off-season break. So he's going to be joining Arsenal before coming in, before going to break. So that's the first thing that I want to confirm. Medicals have been booked. After the end of the season, he's going to be in Arsenal's hands, signing contracts, choosing shirt numbers, doing media duties, and doing his medicals. And then he can go on his break, and then he will come back to join up with the squad in July as we prepare for the pre-season. However, at the moment, there is a big discussion when it comes to Martin Zubimendi's potential shirt number. So at Real Sociedad and Spain, he has been branding himself with shirt number 4 at Real Sociedad and shirt number 18 at Spain. And that shirt number 18 has kind of become the shirt number that we are actually used to, because we watch him a lot during Spain than for Real Sociedad. But he loves the shirt number 4, and if you were to get the shirt number 4, there is a chance that he would actually take it. But we know the shirt number 4 is taken by Benjamin White at Arsenal, and shirt number 18 is given to Takehiro Tomiyasu. So unless Ben White chooses another number, maybe shirt number, I don't know, right? Unless Ben White chooses another number, unless Tomiyasu chooses another number, right? Because there is a couple of changes in squad numbers that are happening at Arsenal. So you never know. We might see Tomiyasu putting on another number. The way Alexander Zinchenko dropped shirt number 35, he just dropped it and he moved on to another shirt number. So we might see changes in squad numbers this summer. But if 18 is taken and 4 is taken, these are the numbers that Zubimendi could be wearing. Shirt number 3 is worn by Kieran Tierney, but Kieran Tierney will be leaving the club come this summer, so on a free. So shirt number 3 is one of those numbers that he could put on, but shirt number 3, really, I'm not a big fan. Honestly, I'm not a big fan of Martin Zubimendi putting on shirt number 3, but look, he's putting on shirt number 4. It would be closer to shirt number 4. I mean, 3, 4. It would be closer. So I won't be surprised if he goes for shirt number 3. Shirt number 36 is being worn by Arsenal's third choice goalkeeper, and that is Tommy Setford. But there is strong belief that Tommy Setford might actually leave the club and go out on loan this summer. So if he goes out on loan, shirt number 36 is going to be vacated and it will be empty, and therefore Zubimendi in shirt number 36, that kind of makes sense, doesn't it? That kind of, I love it, right? I really do. I love to see him wearing that shirt number 36. It would be a very good shirt number. 20 is being worn by Jorginho, and Jorginho has agreed a deal to join Flamengo this summer. No hard feelings. It's a very good deal for both Arsenal and Jorginho, and I wish him the best. But shirt number 20 on Martin Zubimendi, there we go. And of course, he loves shirt number 18. At Spain, he puts on 18. So 18, 19, 20. That is not far off That is not far away from his beloved 18 that he actually puts on at Spain. So he could get that shirt number 20. I think it could be available. Initially, it was thought that Thomas Partey might leave Arsenal this summer and find a new home. Now, Arsenal want to give him a new deal, but they want him to take a pay cut. If Partey's contract is not agreed, if Partey doesn't agree to take a pay cut at Arsenal, shirt number 5 could be vacated. And this could happen in this way. You could have Zubimendi take on shirt number 5. I would love him to take on the shirt number 5. But you could also have Gabriel Magalhaes or William Saliba take on the shirt number 5. And then you have shirt 6 go to Martin Zubimendi from Gabriel Magalhaes if they can swap them out. Or shirt 2 going to Ben White. Shirt 5 going to Saliba. And then shirt 4 going to Martin Zubimendi. It could be a couple of consensus agreements and this and that and negotiations, but it could still happen. He could get that shirt number 4 that he really, really likes. But the shirt numbers that Arsenal can give him that are not worn by anyone, you have shirt number 13, you have shirt number 14, and you have shirt number 16. Those ones are available. He can put them on. Fabio Vieira's shirt number 21 is one that I think is interesting for us to keep our eyes open to, because Vieira, for me, I don't know. Would you keep Vieira at Arsenal? For me, the future of Fabio Vieira is closer and closer, getting clearer. I think by the time we get out of this summer, if he stays with the squad, his future will be at Arsenal. But if he leaves, then his future might be far away from the club. He has played quite well at Porto, 4 assists and 4 goals this season. I think Arsenal need a Fabio Vieira, right? The problem I've seen with Fabio Vieira, and maybe this is because Arsenal have never had a striker, when players like Vieira, Odegaard have been here, you just don't see that penetration. You just don't see that that threading of the needle, right? Odegaard this season has had 15 successful through balls, and that is just more than Lamine Yamal and I think Olise, right? They're about the same, the same numbers. I just feel like Fabio Vieira needs a chance. I would give him a chance, but if Arsenal are not going to use him, I would let him go. He's a super talent to die on the Arsenal bench. But let me know what you think about the shirt numbers, and of course, let me know what you think about Fabio Vieira as well. So Arsenal have a new kit, and this new kit will be available starting the Newcastle game. We shall do a whole review on that kit. I don't like it, but we shall do a whole review on the Arsenal kit. But if you've seen it, let me know. I'm not going to show it here because I'm going to do a whole review on the Arsenal kits when they are officially announced. Now, there will be a couple of squad rotations, squad number changes come next season. And the 2 that we have already confirmed, David Raya is going to be getting the shirt number 1. Get in there, my boy. He's done absolutely well. Raya is getting the shirt number 1 at Arsenal. Arsenal shirt number 1 is a little bit disrespected. Honestly, it's a little bit disrespected. Arsenal shirt number 1 has been won by Peter Cech. Arsenal shirt number 1 has been won by James Lehmann. I mean, these are great goalkeepers. Put some respect on that shirt number. Put some respect on the Arsenal shirt number 1. But David Raya, if you ask me, does he deserve it? 199%. He deserves it 199%. He's one of those players that have stood their ground. And if I can mention 5 players that are playing at their highest level and players that have consistently shown us real quality and players that we can trust, Raya is there, Gilles Timber is there, Gabriel and Saliba are there, and then you have Declan Rice is there as well, and Bukayo Saka. So we have about 6 players, and David Raya is among them. So the shirt number 1, if that is kind of an appreciation bonus, if that's kind of a way of the club saying, we have seen what you're doing, we appreciate what you're doing, get the shirt number 1. Arsenal have really, really done well. Then his shirt number 22 will be taken by Ethan Nwaneri, who has been wearing shirt number 53. We've been talking about shirt numbers. Zubimendi could put on shirt number 53. It's kind of far away, but if he wants it. But Nwaneri will be putting on shirt number 22. And I think for him to get a closer shot number, it kind of signifies a little bit more than anyone out there would actually imagine. It means, first and foremost, that maybe the manager is willing to use him a little bit more. This season we have had injuries and we have seen him deputize for Saka very well. We have seen Martin Odegaard substituted a lot of the time, and we have seen Ethan Nwaneri come in to deputize for Martin Odegaard on a couple of occasions as well. So I think the manager is satisfied with Ethan Nwaneri. I think the manager is convinced that this young guy who's just 17, 18, turning 19 is going to be a bigger part of this Arsenal team. Is going to be a very big part of this Arsenal squad come next season. So shot number 22 to Ethan Nwaneri. Congratulations, Ethan. I think this has already shown you that the manager is willing to give you more time. And I think there are a few people who have been thinking and feeling that Ethan Nwaneri is being dropped and Lewis Kelly, this and that. I think there is something Mikel is doing. First and foremost, Ethan Nwaneri is such a very young attacking profile. You don't want to overplay him, and you don't want to expose him to these dangerous games, right? Right away. Next season, I believe we're going to see him, play more, come off the bench a little bit more, replace Odegaard more, replace Saka more, and give us that quality that we know that he can provide with this Arsenal side. Now, we have some big injury updates as well in regards to the squad as we face Newcastle this weekend. We started with Kai Havertz, who's back in full training. It was reported by Mikel Arteta about 2 weeks ago that Kai Havertz is not going to be held down for a longer period of time. He's back in full training and he's back at the right time. He's back at the right time because Mikel Merino has a red card. You know that. Leandro Trossard has been injured, and we don't know whether he's going to make it in this game against Newcastle. So Kai Havertz comes back in a game that Arsenal need, in a game that we really need. Newcastle. If Arsenal beat Newcastle, we finish second. If Newcastle beat Arsenal, there is a chance, there is a small chance that Arsenal might not even finish second this season. How bad can this season be if we don't finish second? Right? We have not won the Champions League. We lost to the semi-finals. We lost to the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup. We lost to Manchester United in the FA Cup. And then we don't finish second. We have been second almost all season. And everyone was like, if Arsenal don't win the trophy, they will actually finish second. If we don't finish second, and we finish third to Newcastle, it will be a bad season. So Kai Havertz coming back is an injury boost to Mikel Arteta going into this game. Leandro Trossard is another player who has been in full training as well. Again, that's a major boost because you have Mikel Merino unavailable. So if Rice is unavailable and Mikel Merino is unavailable. So if you have those two unavailable, Trossard could be your number 9, and maybe Kai Havertz, if he's ready, he can come into the midfield. Jorginho was in full training too, so maybe Mikel Arteta could play a midfield of Jorginho, Partey, and Odegaard. So Jorginho, Trossard, and Kai were all in full training as we prepare for Newcastle. Rice is a little bit better, but there is no news of Rice being in full training. There is a chance that Arsenal won't risk him, and there is a talk that his season might be over. The last 2 games of the season, which is Newcastle and Southampton, he might not actually play for us in those games. Julian Timber was absent in training as well. So Timber was not featured in training as Arsenal prepare for Newcastle. Rice was not featured in training as Arsenal prepare for Newcastle. But Jorginho, Trossard, and Kai Havertz are back in full training. So we are talking squad numbers on this video. Let me know what you think about David Raya getting shot number 1. For me, he deserves it. Anyone out there who thinks that he doesn't deserve it is absolutely mad. He deserves it 100%. And of course, Ethan Nwaneri getting the shot number 22. Do you think that Fabio Vieira should come back as a number 10 option to Odegaard, or should we be using Ethan Nwaneri next season? I mean, Nwaneri is different to Odegaard. He's a little bit more kind of direct, and he loves to score a goal. He loves to be in the goal. So maybe Mikel Arteta could use him next season. And of course, we have Max Downman, another player that is so exciting. Mikel has actually said that Max Downman is being considered as part of the players that are going to be brought up from the academy. We shall do a video on Arsenal Academy projects and prospects. I shall do a video on Max Downman. Very interesting talents. But like I said, the couple of shot numbers available to Martin Zubimendi. There is that number shot 3, that is for Kian Tierney. Shot number 36. Shot number 20 for Jorginho, who's leaving. Partey, if he leaves, shot number 5 will be available. But you have 13, 14, and 16 available as well. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel as well, and I'll speak to you right in the next one.